Hi everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd, and it's time for a review of the new Soap&Skin 7-inch Sugarbread. Soap&Skin is the pseudonym of Austrian singer-songwriter Anya Franziska. Last year she came out with the album Narrow, one of my favorite albums of that year. Very short, too short, so short that it made me a little sad inside, but an incredibly potent album in terms of songwriting power, emotion. Anya has this fantastic voice that weighs so heavy on the heart. Sometimes it's very eerie and smoky and throaty and very high and soaring above all of this just sadness and despair. Other times it's very kind of deadpan and haunting. And of course she does this once again on her new 7-inch EP. I'm gonna call it an EP. It's like 3 tracks. And it's a solid set of songs. It kicks off with the track Sugarbread, which is a really impressive track to lead this 7-inch off with. On this track, Anya basically takes that more industrial and beat-heavy vibe that came from her last album, but really beefs it up with an epic choral group, as well as some horns and strings. The added instrumentation on this song sounds huge. It's massive. I'm just crossing my fingers, hoping it shows up on her next full length. And the blood-curdling screams that she has at the beginning of this track, it's just so chilling. The huge horn hits on this track that sometimes feel synthesized to have this kind of rigid, awkward, robotic feel to them. The driving beat behind this track that also feels very mechanical. The song is really well mixed. Not only is it massive, but it has this kind of ambiguity to it where I can't exactly tell what is synthesized or what's synthetic or what's real. All I know is that Anya's voice in this weird hurricane of apocalyptic sounds and effects and chorus vocals, she is just singing so it's almost as if emotionally she's completely unaffected by all of this insanity going on around her, and she is just this chilled, eerie, freaky, straight-faced demon bringing all of this hell up from behind her, and she's just like, take it, bitch. Surely her artistic vision is a little bit deeper and more interesting than that, but that's how it feels to me. If there's anything that's a crime about the song, it's that it is a short 3 minutes and 36 seconds. I mean, the song definitely works sort of on a verse-chorus-verse structure. It has a nice eerie organ-led bridge toward the end of the track, but with bringing all this extra instrumentation in and just making a song that is absolutely huge, I can't help but feel like Anya's ideas are getting just a little too big to just totally encase into a just normal song length. Because while I do feel like this track is great and I do think it has just stuck into my head from repeat listens, what the song is doing musically and melodically isn't exactly obvious on the first listen because of how much is thrown at the listener in such a short period of time. The songs I actually ended up liking a little bit more on this track were the 2 more subtle ones after this song, like Me and the Devil, which comes second. It's a string-led ballad with Anya's voice singing very passionately at a lot of points on this song. It's actually the most passionately sung song on the entire EP, and a lot of the lyrical themes coming up in this track and the repetition that was coming through in her lyrics on this song, it felt very blues inspired, and then it freaking hit me. It's a cover. And it's a fantastic revision with key hits of strings and noise and just dramatic throws of piano chords just jutting into the mix as Anya says key words in the lyrics like the devil and Satan. And the song Pray that finishes the EP out is one of her more somber piano ballads, a lot of piano arpeggios throughout this track, but the song just finds this very beautiful, beautiful kind of uplifting brightness to it as horns start swelling up in the background and the piano chords change mood. The marching staccato piano notes toward the end of the song are a nice touch as well, but it just feels like the song could have gone on a little bit longer than the 2 or so minutes that it lasts. Overall, I really enjoyed this EP. I do think that these song lengths could be a little bit longer and that some of these bigger ideas could be spread out and just fleshed out into something a bit more climactic. I think it'll make the emotional power of Anya's songs even higher to have some of these ideas just sort of grow. Still, not really a lot of complaints on this thing. I'm feeling a strong 7 to a light 8 on this EP. If you've given it a listen, what did you think of it? Did you love it? Hate it? Why? And what do you think I should review next? Anthony Fantano, Soap&Skin, forever.